I told you guys this is a high-level, high-energy mentorship training call, you guys. And we're about to kick it off in about 1 more minute. We're going to take some minutes. I can't really hear everybody. We got so many times. We got 9 point. I'm looking at the portal. We got 9.5 callers per time, you guys. This thing is going to break the record for a training call, you guys. We're growing rapidly. We're going crazy. For those who've been plugging in Saturday training calls, they already know what's about to take place on this call. And for those who don't know, you're going to find out this morning why GMT is so hot, okay, and why this opportunity is so right for us, because we're doing it right. So with that being said, you guys, our team training call, we appreciate you guys. We don't funnel anything on this call. We give it to you straight up like it is. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of people just petting flesh. You can't grow up somebody just petting your flesh all day long, you guys. With so many broke people in the world today, if somebody's really telling them and mentoring them and grabbing them by the hand and saying, hey, here's exactly what you need to do. I'm going to be with you as you take this journey. Every step of the way, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to hear. So we're going to get this call kicked off. I'm going to unmute for 1 more minute, take some welcomes, because we want to recognize all of our leaders. We appreciate each and every last person on this call. And I speak on behalf of the GMT leadership team we've been able to put in place, all of the new individuals who got a part of this squad over the last, week and a half, you guys. You're definitely blessed, and we're blessed to have you. So with that being said, I'm going to unmute. Welcome to the call. Who just joined us? Deborah Houston. Welcome to the call. Welcome. Glad to have you. Who's next? High level. John Mallory, always in Texas. Welcome to the call. Glad to have you. Who's next?
Teresa of Virginia.
All right. Welcome to the call. Glad to have you. Who's next? John Mallory, always in Texas. Who's next? Welcome to the call. Louis Lou. All right, welcome to the call. Who's next?
Madison, Wisconsin.
Team No Excuse. Team No Excuse, welcome to the call. Glad to have you. Welcome. All right. Who's next? Chicago in the building. Who's next? Virginia, stand up. Who's next? Tampa. Welcome to the call, Tampa. Welcome to the call. Glad to have you. Who's next? Oklahoma. Oklahoma in the building. We were waiting on you. Who's next? Phoenix. Welcome to the call. Steve, welcome to the call. Glad to have you. Who's next? All right, welcome to the call. Glad to have you. All right, folks, we got to get this call kicked off. All right, folks, we are in speaker mode. Everybody, go ahead and settle down. Only for 30 seconds, because everybody knows before I get this call kicked off, I got to test the energy. I'm going to unmute, and y'all know how we do it. We're going to make some crazy noise. All right, the enter and exit times are off. We are settled. Grab your pen, grab your paper. All right, put it in front of you. You're going to need it. Trust me when I say that. You're going to need pad and pen. So if you don't have pad and pen, for the introduction, I want you to please grab a pen. This is not a call where you're going to take mental copious notes. You actually need to take physical copious notes. You need a pen and a piece of paper. Okay? This call is going to be recorded, but I am not going to put this call recording out immediately. I'm going to tell you why. Because what happens is people want to be hard-headed and not, take notes, and think they could just play back the recording. Yeah, I called about 90 people on this call. Okay? I want to see who's really paying attention, because as we go from 5 to 6 figures to 7-figure income, everybody can't go with you to the next level. Okay? You want people who's going to follow instructions. Folks, let me tell you something. You're going to have people that get bitter, that get angry with you, okay, that blame you for their lack of success. If you don't know this beforehand, you got a long way to go. You're not in business to please everybody. You're not in business initially to make friends. Let me repeat that. You're not in business initially to make friends. The main objective when you start a business is to help it to be successful. What determines that success, you guys? Money. You're in business first to make money. If friendship come out of it, it's an added bonus. So keep it professional. All right? That's what I mean when people call me and say, Wifey, how you able to say this and do this way? Because guess what? It's not personal. It's business. Okay? And you have to keep that professional standard. Okay? Now, folks, I've shared with you on this call several weeks, and I just want to recap. We got new team members on this call, and I just want to recap about the CEO mentality. All right, what it takes about being a business owner. Okay? Folks, let me tell you something. Okay? The bottom line when it comes to business, okay, is you have to stay focused. And as you grow, you're going to have all kind of demonic, whatever you want to call it, you're going to have all kind of negative things that take place that come out of, nobody going to say, where did this come from? Where did this come from? Let me tell you something, folks. It's a sign to let you know that you're on the right path. Don't let it have you looking in the mirror, second guessing and questioning yourself. You in the mirror saying, what am I doing wrong? No, you're doing something right. Haters got to hate you from the back, and the reason why is because, folks, they're actually stabbing your back, which pushes you further, all right, to your what? Next level, all right, and to the next dimension of where you're going. It comes with the territory, okay? The question is, are you strong enough to withstand it? You got to take those hits. Leaders are always in the land of fire. Leaders are always in the land of fire. Write it down. See, I'm giving you guys mentorship. I'm not just training on these calls. We do one call a week. People ask me, why you do one call a week? Because guess what? All right? It doesn't take 50 training calls, all right, to build this business when it comes to Wake Up Now. It's about saving money, making money, traveling, shopping for wholesale, and managing your money. Our concept of products and services, we don't have to sell it to people. So we don't need tons of training calls teaching people how to sell because this is not sales. Hello, somebody. Okay? You don't have to sell people on making them money or helping them to make money. You don't have to sell people on trying to help them to save money and so forth and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen, we really have a blessed opportunity. All right? And we all should be thankful and thank God each and every night before we put our heads to rest. Okay? The bottom line, okay, when it comes to this opportunity, you guys, you got to live it, okay? You got to live the product, all right? You got to use these products. That's what I'm saying when you got when I break down, you got to live the product. You got to use these products each and every day. We can lead with the products. Until you're making money, your story is from you using the products, you guys, how much money you save, how many coupons you were able to download, how well off are you with managing your money through the financial management system. Did you rent a car? You get that Emerald Corporate status. Did you get the vacation club? Did you book a trip? Watch the savings. All right, how much free stuff did you wake up to and order? That's a success story that has nothing to do with building a network. So when somebody asks you, okay, when somebody asks you, are you making money yet? If you're not making money, you don't have to lie to them because, folks, at the end of the day, you can say, hey, it takes time to build residual income, but look at the money I'm able to save. Okay? My laptop caught a virus. I didn't have to pay Geek Squad $100. Boom, that's a success story. Okay? Oh, man, you know what? I've never learned Spanish before. But we our software ranked better than Rosetta Stone called Tell Me More. I went on there and I'm starting to learn Spanish. It only took me 72 hours. Boom, success story. Wow, you know what? I'm able to write off my taxes even before I start making money, and I'm on the track to start making money, but residual income takes time. We're not selling you ice. This is not an overnight success thing. This is not, even though we live in a microwave world society, everybody wants stuff instantly, okay, this business doesn't work that way. But I'm able to use TaxBot, and I start writing off taxes that I wasn't able to write off beforehand. That's a success story. What is the biggest success story? Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest success story is this, the culture of your team. Everybody on this call, all right, is a part of an organization that's growing nationwide. So why are you limiting your ability to communicate a huge message to people, all right, when they ask you, wow, how are you doing in the company? How big is your organization? Are you making money yet? My reply, it's not about how much money I'm making, it's about how much money you're going to make once you decide to get started. Answer a question with a question. I'm part of an organization that's rapidly growing across the nation. You give people the big picture. It's the absolute truth. People want to know, all right, who you're dealing with, who you're working with, who's mentoring you, okay, who's successful in your group. You can share my story. You can share other leaders' story. You can share your upline story. You can share the story of somebody else who's making money, okay, when you're not currently making money because you just got started. But to connect it with somebody who is. So when you let them know at least you connected with somebody is, they're going to say, well, man, okay, well, at least you are connected to a source. And in your time and in your season, because you're following in the footsteps of somebody who's successful, okay, they know that you're connected with a source that they can plug into and be as successful in due time in their season. That's the bottom line. I'm teaching you guys how to systematically build this business by design. We taught on design last month, last week, and I stated this. I said, if you build it by design, it will last a lifetime. If you build it by mistake, it will fall in disgrace. I want to drop that one again for all of my new agents who plug into the call. So let's go into our topic. But before I go into our topic, you guys, I want to recognize all of our leaders, okay, all of our ranking leaders. I want to recognize all of our new team members. If you're a new team member, you just, launched your business, okay, this week, okay, and I want to put a pin in it right there. We're going to change the terminology, folks. In GMT, we don't just sign people up. All right, you sign up. Let's get you started in your business. Let's change the language. You want to attract, all right, you want to recruit up, okay, well, guess what? You got to change your verbiage. All right, you got to change some things. Okay, you got to be open-minded to change, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so what we do is we launch businesses in GMT. We did a soft launch and we did a soft test, me and the leaders, okay, and we kind of put it out there to see how it's going to take. I've been doing it for a while, and then everybody know I do things first, make sure it's essential, then I bring it to the leadership, and then we go ahead and bring it to everybody else. All right, we want to make sure that things is right. So we launch people's business. Now, the thing about it is, watch when somebody else is, doing something else in another company or whatever. It's like you want to sign up and you start. You say sign up, and now we launch businesses. All right, what's your launch date? That's simply the day they get started. We're going to launch your business. All right, and the reason why I'm putting it out there is because I knew I was going to train on this topic called tap room. And when I go into this tap room topic, literally, you guys, I've done this for the last 10 years. I've been able to absolutely create a 5-figure income, 6-figure income, multiples of times, all right, without trying to, use systems and buy leads. And everybody knows I don't buy leads. I don't do none of that stuff. I don't need to because, folks, the biggest lead system in the world is when I walk outside my house and I go somewhere and I see all these free people walking around. And all I simply got to do is open my mouth. My God-given mouth that I was blessed with. Then my mama told me, boy, you're going to talk your way into $1 million. Okay, don't let anybody even, begin to tell you to shut up. You speak, you speak. All right? That's the part. You speak things into life. My mom taught me that. Okay? So at the end of the day, all right, you cannot be a person with and keep your mouth closed. Don't be a secret, okay, wake up now agent. Okay? So here's the bottom line, you guys. We launch business. So from here on out, when somebody gets started, we welcome them to the GMT group. All right? And we have that list of assignments. You're going to say, let's congratulate or welcome her for launching her business. Okay, so when you sit next to a competitor and they talking about starting up their business and it's time for you to present wake up, now you're gonna say, you start. No, we're gonna launch the business. GMT, we launched it. We're gonna launch you. How more professional is that, you guys? People like launch it. We're on a whole nother level. People want newness, you guys. People want that extra professionalism. They want something that's different in the world today. So you gotta know how to follow the trend. All right, it's only so much tradition will kind of last in the world today. You can't knock it because we still need that balance. But I'm saying the new creativity, the new ideas, the new broad horizons, all right, you have to take it and you have to mold it and shape it around. Okay, and that's what we're doing with the GMT culture. Our culture recruits for us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say that right now. People want to know who you're attached to. People want to know what's the group doing. You can share your success story, okay, of how, you're able to get on calls and be empowered and be inspired every single day. We're doing 4 blitz calls a day. Who else is doing that? People call me crazy for doing it. You see what I'm saying? That's what they said. And I don't get mad because I'm like, this is why, I'm where I'm at in GMT, and this is why you where you at in the company with whoever you're dealing with. Okay? Folks, I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes people just uneducated. They don't know. But you can't take it personal. Just smile. Okay? Just smile. It's okay. Okay, it's no big deal. They just don't know. If you don't know better, you can't do better. So I want to start this topic off, right? But before I do, I want to go ahead and say who's the most important person, okay, that would ever join Wake Up Now via GMT is the person that signed up. The last person who signed up for your team, they will always be the most important person that ever joins this company, that ever joins your opportunity, that ever joins your organization. Whatever word you use, that whoever joined your success line or whatever you want to call it, you guys. So for those of you who just got started, on behalf of the GMT team, I want to personally welcome you to your first training call. We're going to get this call started, you guys. This is going to be an extended call. We got a lot of things to cover, you guys, and we're doing some damage control. Everybody know I'm a leader that leads, okay, by what it backs out, you guys. I tell you what what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. There's no pet flesh, you guys. Okay, you can't pet nobody's flesh and expect them to reach the top pinnacle of the compensation plan. You got to be able to take your hits, okay? And you got to know that it's worth it. Knowing that it's worth it, knowing the value of yourself, knowing the value of this opportunity, all right, will help you to know that it's worth it. All right, it's worth going through everything that you got to do, the nooks and crannies, the sacrifices, your family, talking about you behind your back, your best friends not joining you. Okay, all that stuff, you guys, all that matters. Your frontline counselors on you got to start all over. Is it worth it? All right, we did a training call 2 weeks ago called Whatever It Takes. Took the whole team to the next level. Last week call, we broke down the complex. Took the whole team to the next level. We're doing numbers. This call, we're going to double. It's going to double take us to the next level. Because Cat Root, I'm telling you right now, you guys, when I trained on it, the first month, we went to over, 300 members, all right, within our organization. All right, and I waited till we got to 1,000, all right, and now we're doing it again. So what do you think is going to happen? That number's going to double. And what does that mean? That means whatever amount of people you got in your organization, it's going to double by the end of this month if you do what I train right. So with that being said, I want to unmute the call. Let's kick it off. Everybody know before I go into the topic, I like to have some high energy. I want to make sure I'm on the right call. GMT, I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and unmute the call. And folks, I just want to hear you shout, make some noise. Let's get loose at this moment. Am I on the right call? Am I on the right call? Yeah. All right, folks, let me tell you something. A key ingredient to success is having fun. A lot of people join me personally, guys. Everybody knows the train. I don't use nobody. I just use myself. An example. So you know it's the truth. The bottom line is I have a whole lot of fun. People always asking me, man, you have so much fun. What is there else to do? Life is short, ladies and gentlemen, if you make it. Live your life. Have some fun. I was having fun while I was broke. I was broke having fun. So it's a matter you get your hands on some money, right? The bottom line is the key ingredient. A lot of people in life sit down and out on luck right now, you guys. You see what I'm saying? When you smile and show people how fun life can be, okay, they're going to look at that and say, man, I need to connect with that individual. You can talk business with them after that. All right, and then later on, they'll be joining your business. Look, folks, it's time for us to stop going for the kill initially. You got to go for the build. What do I mean by the build? Build relationships. Okay, stop trying to go for the kill automatically. Network marketing is meant to be a relationship business, you guys. You got to build relationships with people. It's relational marketing. Okay? Relationship marketing it's a very valuable tool. So anybody, if you invest in you and develop your skill set of building relationships with people, you will go so far in this business, you guys. And that's what we're going to be training on. Okay? That's what we're going to be training on this morning, actually. Okay? And the best way to learn something, you guys, is to go out there and learn the hands-on, make some mistakes. Fail your way to the top, you guys. And even when you get it, even on my level, I still make mistakes. But stay in student. You're going to still learn, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to learn from so many other people. Just always stay open-minded. Please, you guys, drop the egos, drop the pat. We all learn from each other. That's the bottom line. Okay? Damage control, GMT form. All right? We don't want to see no posts or no other deals, no other talk except for Wake Up Now. Okay? That's to protect, all right, our culture of GMT. That's to protect each and every last one of our businesses. It's very disrespectful. You will get banned and booted instantly. If you have a quarrel or a battle with an individual, when you inbox that person personally, do not put that out on the platform. If you need help on a whole nother level of help, please inbox your sponsor, inbox me, inbox one of the leaders. Don't put it out there. Why? Because that's the last thing we want people to see when they join the opportunity. Somebody come out, oh, I'm struggling to get my 3. We don't want to hear that, okay, on the public platform. If you need help, let's reach out, okay, through the back door and get your help, you guys. Because the first thing somebody going to think is, they're going to think it's hard to get the 3 because you projected that energy. And that's not true. You're doing something wrong. And we don't want them to take it the wrong way. That's what we're doing that. Okay? The newer ones, when they get started, they need to be loved. When they see that welcome post and those assignments, they need to be focused on, logging into GMT University, going through the success phases, going through the back office training.info, going through, all the assignments, the blog, all that, reading everything they need to get their business off the ground. They need to be focused on that launch. All right, remember, we launched this. Hey, let's launch it. What's your launch date? Your start date becomes your launch date. We're going to launch businesses. Okay? That's how you're going to attract professionals, because a lot of people are going to be joining. They got 10, 20 to 50 to 100 people joining their organizations. I launched 3 huge organizations over the last 10 days. Launch. Okay? And it don't matter if they had 50 to 100. I'm launching somebody who ain't got nobody. They just want to sign up because, folks, immediately we're taking that mindset to a whole nother level. We're shifting the mindset. Okay? You have to be able to shift the mindset. That's mentorship. Okay? The bottom line is this, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Okay? On the top of your paper, I want you to put the word taproot. Taproot. T-A-P-R-O-O-T. Taproot. How do you get paid when somebody say, I don't have $99.95, but I see the opportunity, I don't have the money just yet, but they still want it? Folks, let me tell you something. This is what we're going to start doing. The language is this. When you're on the phone with an individual, and before I even go in here, let me just cover this. How would you like to save and make money at the same time? All right? If I could show you a way to save and make money at the same time, would you be interested in knowing more? That's the phrase that pays. Either they're going to say yes to that or no. The person who says no, disqualified, shake their hand, keep it moving, no problem. The individual who says yes, they qualify to go on to the next stage of the process. The next stage is exposure. Exposure is flipbook binder. Download the PowerPoint. Meet them at Starbucks. Boom. That's one. The next one is blitz call. Okay, put them on a blitz call. All right, if they're available at those times, let them know if you want to go that route. Boom. If they're nationwide, you can't meet up with them and give them a one-on-one presentation. If you don't have a local meeting, okay, you can't give them a one-on-one presentation. No problem. That's why we got the blitz call. That's why the blitz call is there for you to expand your business nationwide. Hello, somebody. GMT is putting a proper structure together for everybody to explore their business nationwide. There's no excuse, okay? And no excuses at all. The next thing, exposure. 14-minute video, 15, 20, whatever video you use that works for you and your prospect, use it, you send it to them. That's called an exposure, okay? After you expose them to the business, you guys, the next thing is the 14 is in the follow-up. Okay, when that individual say yes to the phrase that pays, all right, I want to cover this and walk through this because we got a lot of new individuals, and still we got people that's in the program for a month or two at GMT and still not getting it right, and that's okay because it takes time. But come on, y'all, we got to get this right. All right, we got to get this rock solid. Okay, so what happens is when they qualify and say yes, I'd like to know more information. The information you'll give them is called that exposure. And I just showed you the 4 to 5 exposures. You got 4 to 5 routes to expose people to this simple concept. It don't take much, y'all. It's not lotions and potions and products in the ocean. We don't have to do all that stuff. We're not packaging the product. All right? That's your other deal. Okay? We don't have to do that in Wake Up Now. Okay? The bottom line is that's why this thing is going like crazy rockets. Okay? Because the bottom line is, guys, you're able to expose them with simplicity. All right? They don't have to wait till they take something to get involved in the business. If they want to save money or they don't, it makes sense. Okay? So when they watch that video, they get in front of that exposure, whatever route you took, you got 5 routes, no excuses to expose somebody to this bill, to not expose somebody to the business. Once you expose them to the fortunes of the farm, you're going to ask them one question. They qualify for the next step. What did you like best about what you heard, what you saw? They're going to say the tax box, the travel, the money, whatever they say, it don't matter. You're going to say, that's great. All right? I like the same thing when I first saw the information. Hold on one second. Okay? I know you got questions. I got to introduce you to a dynamic individual. You introduce them to your 3-way closer, your upline, your sponsor, whoever do your 3 ways. Professionally edify them. Folks, let me tell you something. Do not, and I'm going to tell you right now, any leader on this phone, if somebody just puts you on the phone and edify you by saying, this, I'm going to use myself first. This is YG. YG knows what he's doing. YG, this is Kevin. He just got off the video. YG, Kevin, YG. No, I'm hanging up the phone. I promise you. I'm slamming the phone. You can be mad at me. I don't care. This is my business. I'm running it. You're not wasting my time. You're not going to have me to work hard. This is not a job. Hello, somebody. I'm just telling you the truth. All right? And you should be that same way. People got to grow up. People got to get it right. You keep petty flesh, they'll never get it right, and this thing will become a job for you. The moment that network marketing becomes a job, you're hustling backwards. You're doing it wrong. You got to woman up. You got to man up. You got to let the people know you're helping them. You're helping them. You're not hurting them. But you're crippling them if you don't let them know the proper route to edify you. You should be the person that's being praised, whoever that three-way person is. This teamship boat we on, you guys. You got to play team. Okay, the proper way to edify you guys, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, whoever your three-way person is, you better call them up, inbox them, let them know some information. All right, let them know, say, hey, give me some background information on you, whatever the case might be. You can know their first and last name. Let them know, hey, they're a team member in the business, rocking and rolling. They know 100% of the business. They got a heart as big as Texas or a heart of gold, whatever you want to say. Properly edify that individual. All right, they're rocking and rolling in the business. They're part of the hottest team in the company. Boom, 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 boom. Edify. All right, and you're going to end it by saying, yes, this is Kevin. Kevin just got off an exposure of a video, or you got to let the three-way person know what Kevin got off of, y'all. You did a one-on-one with them. They got off a blitz call. They seen the video, and you let the three-way person know what did they like best about what they saw. If Kevin said the tax box, that's what you going to tell the three-way person. And the three-way person going to lead off the three-way by closing them out, but leading it off by stating what they liked best about what they saw, which was in this example, Kevin said tax box. So I'm going to start the three-way off with, man, Kevin, that tax box is awesome, and I'm going to go into the tax box. Then I'm going to close Kevin out by asking him, hey, there's only two reasons why people don't join the GMC or wake up now. Okay, either they don't have enough, either they don't have the money, or they don't have enough information. If any, which one is you? All right? If any, which one is you? If any, which one is you? That's the way I close out, folks. If they don't have enough information, and that's fine. If you don't have enough information, I'm going to direct them to another link that's going to give them some more information. He might want to see us on NASDAQ. He might want to research Better Business Bureau. He might need to see the comp plan in more detail. So I'm going to send him the comp plan video only. That's more information. Okay? He might need to hear it again. So I'm going to say, hey, you need to get on our 9 o'clock blitz call. He didn't get it at the lunchtime blitz call. You see how we're lining things up, you guys? Everything that we do in CMT is structured to help you build your business nonstop. Everybody can appreciate that culture. Okay, we're blazing the trail. We're leading by example, you guys. We're doing it right. And we're not hitting people over the head with extra money to buy these tools and all that stuff. Okay? At the end of the day. 6 figures in 4 months. And I ain't bought a lead or nothing. I barely left my house. Everybody in the team of Texas knows it's the truth. Flip-flops and a white t-shirt every single day. I ain't got to impress nobody. I've been doing this since I was 17, retired at 23. Come on, you guys. It's about the value. It's about getting out here showing people that, hey, you're no better than them. It's about showing people just the opportunity itself. Look, wake up now is already good. You don't have to be good. The opportunity is good enough. The opportunity is good enough. Now, this goes into the section of tap root. Watch this. It's only 2 reasons why people don't set up business. They don't have enough information, or they don't have money to launch. If any, which one is you? Kevin is my John Doe. Kevin says he don't have the money. Watch this. This is it. Get ready to take notes. Here we go. Kevin. Okay? Now, in business, you do deals. Deals are being done every day in business. You're a business owner. You're an independent business owner. This is the deal you're able to work out. You only offer it to potential. I just woke a couple folks up. You only offer it with potential. All right? Potential people that you see potential. All right? You can always identify that by the energy and the language, all right, and the tempo of the call that led up, all right, to that last ending closeout. All right? It's only 2 reasons why people are doing our business. If they don't have enough information or they don't have the money. Okay? But before that, y'all had a conversation and you answered this question. All right? You can tell if somebody's hungry, right? You can tell if they got the potential. If they do and they don't have the money, here's the principle. Well, here's not the principle. Here's the process of tap rooting. Look, wake up now is already good. You don't have to be good. The opportunity is good enough. The opportunity is good enough. Now, this goes into the section of tap root. Watch this. It's only 2 reasons why people don't set up business. They don't have enough information or they don't have money to launch. Which one is you? Kevin is my John Doe. Kevin says he don't have the money. Watch this. This is it. Get ready to take notes. Here we go. Kevin. Okay? Now, in business, you do deals. Deals are being done every day in business. You're a business owner. You're an independent business owner. This is the deal you're able to work out. You only offer it to potential. I just woke a couple folks up. You only offer it with potential. All right? Potential people that you see potential. All right? You can always identify that by the energy and the language, all right, and the tempo of the call that led up, all right, to that last ending closeout. All right? There's only two reasons why people are doing our business. If they don't have enough information or they don't have the money. Okay? But before that, y'all had a conversation and you answered this question. All right? You can tell if somebody's hungry, right? You can tell if they got the potential. If they do and they don't have the money, here's the principle. Well, here's not the principle. Here's the process of tap rooting.